So check this out, people. I am in Olongapo in the Philippines, right? And I am staying at this hotel called Reddoorz, located right across the street from the bus terminal here in Olongapo, right? Now, the only reason I rented this place was because it was so close to the terminal. Because the last time I rented a hotel in this area of Olongapo, I had to take a taxi some 10 minutes from the terminal, right? And the problem with that is that there's so many scammers out here trying to hustle you, trying to charge you 3 times what the original fair price is, that this time I decided to stay closer to the terminal so I don't have to deal with these taxi drivers and constantly rejecting one to go to another one who's trying to scam me also and going back and forth, right? So here I am at the Reddoorz in Olongapo, directly across the street from the terminal. One of the biggest mistakes I've ever made. Why? Because I am spoiled, right? I'm spoiled because I've stayed in some of the finest hotels here in the Philippines, right? For close to what I paid for this room here, right? And the problem with this place is that it's a dump. Straight up, this place is a dump. So anyone who's watching this video ever decides to stay at the Reddoorz in Olongapo, directly across the street from the terminal, don't do it. Don't waste your time. The place is dirty. It's filthy. One of my biggest regrets is that I have to sleep here tonight. And so this is what the room looks like. The first thing you're going to find when you walk in is the bathroom. It has no shower curtain, which I really don't care about, but damn. I mean, the toilet. I mean, most places here in the Philippines don't have shower curtains, but this one is equipped with a curtain rod and the rings for the shower curtain, and it doesn't have it. The only good thing about it so far is that they have hot water, or at least warm water. And the toilet is relatively clean, even though it's stained. So this is what the bathroom looks like. Here, the front door, the only safety you got is the chain, right? Now, this doorknob probably cost them about $6. It's one of those cheap doorknobs for a bedroom or a bathroom inside your home. I would never recommend these doorknobs for the main entrance because all you have to do is kick that and the doorknob falls off and someone will break in. And then you have the closet here, which is also filthy. Right? You can see along the edges, the dust, the dirt. All they have to do is put a vacuum cleaner to this. I wouldn't put my clothes in here. The floors are also filthy. They don't look like they get mopped regularly. I don't think this place has been mopped. And then you have the desk here, which I guess I'm supposed to be eating on, right? I'm not removing my razor or my toothbrush from this plastic bag because I don't know what's on this freaking table. This is what the table looks like. They have a small flat screen TV. With a digital cable. The remote doesn't work. And as always, when you walk into most places in the Philippines, everything is unplugged. I don't want to stay at a hotel or motel where when you walk in, you have to plug everything into the walls. That's not a good sign. Usually a sign that the electrical is no good. This is the AC system. A wall unit, which I could care less about. At least it works. This is the view from my room, like I said. The terminal is directly across from the hotel, which is a good thing in this case. You don't have to worry about being hustled by these taxi drivers. Trust me, you're going to overpay. Doesn't matter who you try to reject, the next guy is going to overcharge you. This is the bed, which I am dreading having to sleep on. One of the biggest mistakes I made was booking this place. But when you book online, the pictures they show you are the best pictures of other rooms and other hotels that are upgraded and are beautiful. And then when you show up to the actual place that you book. So I ran out of space on my phone while I was recording this video. And so this is a few days later or a few weeks later where I am finishing this video. The way they do it is that they show you a picture of a hotel that's beautiful, that's upgraded, that's updated. They show you pictures of those fancy rooms. And then when you show up to the actual hotel that you booked, it is a totally different room, a totally different hotel in a different location, and you end up with a shitty room. And so today I am in the Hop-In Hotel in Quezon City in Manila, right? And so this place is awesome. This is one of the nicest places I've ever stayed. It's cheap, cost me about $26 per night. And so I'm staying here before I have to head out to Bicol to Naga City in Bicol. My bus leaves in a few hours. So I decided to book this place just for a little bit so that I can sleep and rest and have a nice cool place to chill until it's time for me to board the bus. And this place is located not too far from SM North, which is one of the largest malls we have here in Quezon City. The area, there isn't much to do outside of the hotel within this area, but directly downstairs there's a 7-Eleven, which is funny. I tell you people, there is a 7-Eleven on every corner in the Philippines, just like we have a McDonald's on every corner back home in the US. These people have a 7-Eleven on every corner in the Philippines. Let me tell you something. I was on the bus once heading towards Bicol, right? Bicol is a province that it's 12 hours away from Manila, right? It's pretty far. And on the way there, you're gonna see a lot of forest, right? And I kid you not, bro. There was a freaking 7-Eleven practically attached to a mountain where natives live. I mean, the first thing I thought was, what the freak is a 7-Eleven doing on the top of this freaking mountain? And who is coming here? That's how, and I'm not exaggerating, that's how many 7-Elevens they have here, and that's how easy it is to find a 7-Eleven in the Philippines. Open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, right? I got this cup of coffee, which I think 7-Eleven makes better coffee than Starbucks. As far as I'm concerned, Starbucks is overrated. They overcharge. You're paying for watered down coffee. I'd rather go to 7-Eleven. It costs me less than $1, and it's really good coffee. And so the hotel that I stayed in, the Reddoorz in Olongapo, directly across the street from the terminal, people, I don't recommend it. On a scale from 1 to 10, I'm giving it a 3. And even that, I believe, is too high. The place was dirty. The floors looked like they hadn't been scrubbed or like they needed a scrubbing. For the price, if you're like me, right? Because I'm not saying I won't stay there again. I did regret booking it, right? But the convenience of everything being so nearby made up for the shitty room, right? But now that I found another hotel just a few yards away, the West Corner Hotel, which was cheaper and cleaner and much nicer, it's just crazy.
how you got a much better looking hotel, much cleaner, much more, updated, and it's cheaper than that garbage Reddoorz just a few yards away, right? So at least now I have an option because I enjoy going to Olongapo, because when I travel and I stay in a hotel, I do it because I want some quiet time. I want to enjoy some peace, some AC, right? I mean, I have AC back home in my apartment. The problem is that it costs money to run the AC here, right? But when I stay in a hotel, I simply pay my $20. I got hot water, which I can take 3 or 4 showers. I can run the AC all day for 24 hours and not have to worry about anything, right? So, if you ever in the Olongapo area, there are plenty of hotels for you to stay in, or within the downtown area, where there's everything you need, literally everything you need. KFC, Dunkin' Donuts, McDonald's, Jollibee, Sari Sari stores, Turros, all kinds of stuff. And so, but again, if you don't really care where you want to stay and you're looking for a cheap place, then the Reddoorz, I guess, would be okay if you're someone who's just looking to get out of the heat, get out of the rain, and just find a quick place to sleep, right? But again, there are plenty of other hotels to choose from. But I have to tell you, so far, the cleanest, the most updated was the West Corner Hotel. And I looked around, I stopped in to at least 4 other hotels. They were all overrated, overcharging me. And I could not believe the prices. Because again, this place is immaculate where I'm staying today. And I pay less to stay here in Manila, Quezon City, the heart of the city, practically, compared to Olongapo, which is a province. And I paid more for the Reddoorz Hotel for one night than I'm paying to stay at this hotel. So whenever you're in Olongapo and you get off the terminal, another thing, avoid the taxis. These people are lowlifes, they're scumbags, they're going to try to overcharge you, not just by double or triple, but a lot of times by 4 times the price. That's one of the things you have to worry about when you get off the bus in Olongapo. Right at the terminal, you're going to have cab drivers chasing you. A lot of these people are offering you a ride. They're going to overcharge you. The same thing with the tricycle drivers. Everybody's going to try to hustle you when they see you with a suitcase, a backpack, or if they notice you are a foreigner. What I recommend is simply take a walk to the mall, which is not too far from here, and hop on a taxi at the mall, or unfortunately, I was going to say order a Grab, but unfortunately your Grab app will not work for a ride here or rather there in Olongapo, because they don't have Grab. It isn't available there. So you're going to have to trust the cab driver that you get into, and always ask him to turn on his meter, because if he doesn't turn on his meter, it means he's charging you at least 3 times what the fare is worth. So be careful, people, when you come here. Always be aware and always watch your money.